Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha and it is Monday morning for you, but Sunday evening for me. And it's episode number 89, so welcome. And hello to all of my new subscribers and hello to everyone that supports me every single time. Thank you so much. So this week I have got progression on some of the makes, and I might have just got a finished object, but only just literally hot off the hook. So I've done quite well, really. Not too bad at all, considering I've gone off and done lots of other stuff and just kind of doing it here and there rather than spending solid amounts of time on it. I have done quite well, if I don't say so myself. So how are you all? I hope you are all having lots of crafty time and managing to do anything relaxing. It doesn't matter whether you're crafty or not, if you can't be bothered. We all know what that's like too, don't we? So I hope you have managed in the last week to just do what you love to do. First of all, I have got my tip to tip shawl to show you, which I'm doing in Stylecraft Special DK in the colour green gauge. And this is a free hobby pattern called the tip to tip shawl. They've got a couple of the same shawls but in the different colourways because they suggest to use their yarn, but I just wanted something really simple, just so that I could sit and watch the telly, not really think about what I was doing. Last week, when I showed you it, I had just done one row of the decrease because I was trying to get as much of it done as I could so that I could show you how far I got. And I've done this much, which isn't too bad at all. I've managed to do 18 rows on the decrease. I've been using a 5mm hook and I'm well on the way. It will just go down gradually to nothing, so that's the reason why it's called a tip to tip shawl. And you just kind of keep increase and increase and increase till you get to there. Well, here. I was just trying to, I've put stitch markers in ever so often so I can just keep an eye on my rows to make sure that I was doing it right without having to actually sit and count all the time. And so yeah, and then it will just go less and less and less back down to a tip again. So I'm really enjoying it. Would I make another one? Yes, absolutely. I recommend it to anyone that just wants something simple, and it's gonna obviously keep us all lovely and warm if you do so choose to want to make one. But I love the fact that the green isn't just solid green as well. It's just absolutely, I love everything about it, and so that's what I've been doing. And there's literally this left of my second ball, and I've got a third one to finish it off with. So that is what the progress I've made on my tip to tip shawl. Now I have got I've got another email from the lovely Carmen, who has sent me another email of what she's been doing. So we'll have a look at that in a little while. And then I've just been primarily working on the birthstones cowl, mainly so that I could get the square finished. I did show you that I just started it last week. Because the month of November, now that it's November, I feel like I'm on target rather than in front, so that's all right. I'm now on the decrease with this one as well, and I've got 12 rows to go. So that will come up to being a square as usual. For those of you that haven't been watching my other videos, it's a corner to corner stitch, which I really love because it just looks like there's no gaps. Obviously, if you look a bit closer, there's only little tiny gaps, but it's just such a lovely, lovely stitch to be doing if you want it to look full. And I love the patterning. So I haven't got long to do on that left. And I'm using a 4mm hook for those, for all of them. And I've also, this you will really want to see. This, I've been putting them all together. And all I've done so far is all of the edging, which I've gone for the edging that was from Crafty. I want to say crafty ever after. Oh, my brain, honestly, I didn't write it down. Let me just look it up because it's on my YouTube. How stupid of me. Right, here we go. Repeat after me. There you go. Honestly, my brain. Anyway, it's the joining corner to corner crochet block tutorial, and basically she just tells you to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet all the way round the blocks, and then when it comes to joining it, all you do is you put the 2 bits together that you want to put, so those 2 for argument's sake, and then you just put them together and then do 2 singles in each of the chain space, and then it joins it so that it's flat and it almost looks like a crisscross kind of join on the front, and then on the back it's a raised join, just like it would if you were doing crocheting them together. So that's one that I've gone for, and so I've managed to do all of these over the last couple of days, mostly today. I've done most of them today, being Sunday, and I've had some extra time to do it. So at the moment it's just with some stitch markers, but I've got January for garnet. I've got the colour Viola for February, which is garnet, is obviously the red colour. The Viola is amethyst. The duck egg was March, which, what am I doing with my life? I can't remember. Hold on a minute. Birthstones, here we go. Let me just check to make sure that I'm not being ridiculous. March is aquamarine, April is diamond, so aquamarine, and then I did April. Now I did diamond, and it didn't matter whether you did pink diamond or any sort of coloured diamond really, and I was desperate to use this, and this was a signet yarn in the colourway Heather. And then we've got emerald for May and pearl for June. Hold on a moment. emerald pearl, and then yes, emerald pearl, and then we've got ruby, and then we've got peridot for August, then we've got sapphire for September, and then we've got, I think my favourite one, other than August, I do like the peridot one. But we've got opal, which I love, love, love. And that was another signet yarn. In mother of pearl as well. So I thought that was apt. And then we've got, oh yes, ruby red, peridot, then we've got sapphire, and then we've got opal, and then the this one here is the colour citrine, and then in December we've got turquoise. So then it will be finished, and I can't wait. So I did take a photo of it lying on the floor so that it didn't look all jumbled up. So let me just get my emails up again. Birthstone blanket. Now, here we go. Excuse the mess on the floor, but oh, it's not very good with the brightness. But on there, it's from left to right. We've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and then October on the end. Now, that is very bright, isn't it? Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get it right up there. There we go. That's better. So it looks very, very similar between the February one and the September one, but I assure you it's not, because I have just shown you, haven't I? Let me see if I can see if that's better compared to where am I going? Compared to the one down there, which isn't like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I can't wait to see it all finished. Honestly, I know the colours aren't really very good from on the photo, but I will stand back when it's all done and all taped and all you know, put all together nicely and all so that I've you know, crocheted it all together, and then I can get it sorted out without it kind of falling and gaping because of the fact I've only got stitch markers there. And so that is that. And so I've worked quite a bit of time on that. Whilst I've got my tablet in my hand, I will show you what Carmen has made. And she's made a lovely little dog with a hat on. Let me see. I've had to put both lights on because it's dark outside, and I never know whether it's overkill with the lights. That's the trouble. There we go. There's a little dog there with the hat on, and then she's got a second photo a bit closer so you can actually see it there like that. Isn't he so lovely? I love his nose. Absolutely lovely. She made that for a neighbour, so I'm sure the neighbour loves it just as much as we do. So thank you very much for sending that in to me, Carmen. I look forward to anyone that sends me in their stuff so that I can see what they've been doing. So thank you so much, and keep them coming if you want to. And now I've also, I wasn't going to show you, but I think I will, just because it's a bit of a flop. I started doing this because I want to learn how to do the mosaic crochet. So because I showed this on one of my free pattern Fridays, so I thought, oh, it's all right, looks simple enough, let's go, let's just try it. Let's just try it, she says. Honestly, I have no idea. I've watched tutorials and all sorts, and this pattern is fine if you know what you're doing, I think, but because I didn't, it's just like, oh. Anyway, on here I can talk about it because it doesn't matter, because of the fact it's a free pattern, so it's fine. I'm not giving anything away. And it's got written instructions for the rows, and it's got some lovely little photos, you know, so you can see where you're going. But as soon as you hit row 3, it stops, and I have not got a clue. It's not, in my opinion, it's not enough of the explanation in the pattern without the photos, and I really struggled, because as you can see, you've got, you know, it's all really detailed here of how to do it, and that's fine. 3, 4. So that's the third page, where it's just getting started, and you cut it off and you join another colour, and that's all dandy dandy and fine. And then that one there, that's the second page of you know, of how to do it, and this, that and the other. And then you come to this one, which I moaned about just then, on the 5th page, where you've got the row 3, and it says, see the table on page 6 and crochet with colour A. Make a starting loop, insert the crochet hook without the loop on it, la la la. And that's all perfectly fine. Then it comes down and it says row 4 to 22, follow the table on page 6. But then you come to the table on page 6, and blow me, I just don't understand how to do it. I really don't, and I just don't know whether I'm doing it right or not. You've got the table that says single crochet, back loop singles, and then it's got front loop doubles, 2 rows below, and then the colour used for that row A and B and all of that business, right? Looks straightforward, and you think, yeah, I can do that, that's fine. But I just can't get it together in my brain, because when you start with the tree, like, and that is going to be a single crochet, isn't it? But I thought that each colour, each row was a different colour, you see. So do you go along the back, which is like along this one for all the single crochets, where there's no crosses, and then do the single crochets along in that colour, and then come back out with that colour. But I thought you were supposed to do just, you go along with one colour, cut it off, and then go along with another colour. Anyway, I started off with the tree stump, and that looks all quite lovely, isn't it? But I've gone from there and to there because I've started, because it says because you sort of join it, you put single crochet in there to start it off, but then nothing in the white, because it's white, I put nothing with nothing in to try, because I'm just supposed to be doing this colour, and then nothing again on the other end, as you can see. Should I have gone along the back? I mean, I just don't understand what all this is about. So it's fine if you're, you know, if you're coming along and you're doing that. Oh, I just don't know. So needless to say, I thought, bugger that for a laugh, honestly. I just felt it was a total waste of my time. I spent about an hour and a half trying to figure it out, and I thought, what am I doing with my life? Life is too short. I really, really do want to do it because I do have a big a blanket in mosaic crochet, but honestly, it's such a shame that I just can't get it together, and I just don't know. And I've watched tutorials as well, and I still can't do it. So if anyone has got any advice for me, then tell me, chat to me about what I was doing wrong. Has anyone actually made this pattern? Because if they have, then just what? Oh, dearie me. Right, that's it. You know, move along before it stresses me out. Now, I've shown you Carmen's email, and I've shown you my flop of a mosaic crochet, and I have done the birthstones cowl. I used, for the birthstones cowl, I used a 4.5mm for going around the edging, and a 4 for the actual squares, and the brown is Women's Institute in brown, which is this, because I had a couple of balls left, so I'm using one, and I've got another spare one there if I need it. This one here is the baby blanket, which you have all seen by now, because I have shown it several times before, and it is my Love You to the Moon and Back blanket, and I'm using Mariners, that it was in a Mariners baby yarn in blue, and then the dark blue, which I use for the border, was an Aldi yarn, and the light blue is the same as the blanket. Now, I haven't done my ends, obviously. I never do I? It's something that I like to sit and do whilst I'm watching telly, and so I haven't actually done it before showing you, because it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I also worry that I might just wash it whilst the ends are there, just in case anything happens, and then I can just sort it out after. But it'll be fine, I know it will, because I've tapered them in a little bit, just not finished it off. And so I've done single crochet in the Aldi yarn first, and then I've gone along with the light one, done exactly the same. In the corners I've done a single, 2 chains and a single, and then on the last one with the Aldi yarn I've done double crochets, or treble in English, just to try and make it kind of stand out a bit more. I don't know whether to go around again, which is why I said, I'm not sure whether it's going to be a finished item or not. But to be honest, I just want to get it done so that I can gift it, because it's been sitting there, and it's been annoying me. And so at least I can say that I've actually accomplished that. It's gone a bit kind of wavy on the end, but I think that's just because of using a bigger hook, I don't know. But I've enjoyed it, and I just want to get it done and sorted out, like I say. Once it's washed, it should settle down anyway, so I'm going to put that in the wash and see what it's like. But yeah, if you can see, it's just gone a bit wavy on the ends, and I've not put anything extra, no extra stitches have gone in, but I undid what I did last time that I showed you, and I've sat and done that this evening, and this afternoon as well. But so that is my finished object, and that brings me to the end of my podcast. I was going to do some free patterns, but I haven't turned the computer on. It's just been my brain, nobody wants to be inside my brain lately because it's just... Anyway, so yeah, nothing else to show, nothing else to tell you about, so I'm going to go. Take care, everyone, and I will see you again on Monday, if not before. I did take some footage of Bridgewater Carnival, but from the videos that I've already seen on YouTube, mine are not anything like it. I've literally, there was a lot of starting and stopping, so I've paused it and then gone on, so there'll be a lot kind of, if I do end up putting it up, it's just going to be sort of how I've done it, really, because I've not wanted to stand there for a whole hour with my hand in the air like this, you know. So when there's been a gap, I've kind of just let my hand rest, and then when another one's come along, it was absolutely fabulous. I haven't been for 20 years, and honestly, it was just lovely. The only drawback is that we left here about 10 o'clock, went up, and the traffic was actually fine. It was about an hour, and it was absolutely lovely. It rained a little bit, which we just stood in shop doorways and things to try and escape it. But we were on our feet literally all day, apart from when we was nipped in to get a coffee and things. And the entertainment was really good in the day. There was a stage where they had guest singers and entertainment and things. Honestly, it was really lovely, but being on my feet literally all day, I've got swollen ankles and all sorts, but we won't talk about that. And then the procession took about 2.5 hours, and it was just lovely. And if I ever take the grandchildren, I shall make sure that I've got one of those pull along carts, so then they can have a duvet and duvet and a pillow, so they don't have to walk so far, because we walked about a mile from where we parked into town, and yeah, so it was quite a heavy day energy wise, but honestly it was really lovely, the music and everything, and we were dancing in the street. Well, I was, the rest of them wasn't, but yeah, dancing in the street, and it was just really, really lovely, and I recommend going for anyone that can get there next year. It's on the 7th of November next year, and we're seriously thinking about going up again, but the girls did nothing but moan, so we might go on our own next year. At least it will be a little bit easier. But we did get cold because of being in the rain as well, and that never helps, does it? But it's just one of those things where you've got to be tough. Whereas for my work, I'm pretty much on my feet all day anyway, so I'm used to it in that sense. But it was just the walking and bouncing and everything from dancing to the music and things like that as well, which just added pressure. But it's fine, it was all fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that was what I did yesterday. And yeah, so you'll see it if I end up posting it, but everyone else's videos look so professional that it will just make mine go to shame. So I'm not really sure whether I want to post it or not, but anyway, never mind. I will see you when I see you. Take care, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed episode 89. Take care. Love you all. Bye.